That's gone. Well, and just like that, we're in the deck removal business. This is one way to renovate your house. Just hit it down and start over. Oh, there it goes. Too strong. It is too strong to take down. Oh, there it goes. Oh, we almost had it. You could actually see the upper floor, you know, kind of coming down. Okay, in this house right now, this house is about to come down. As you can see, he's about to load up and hit us right now. So we have seconds to get out of this house, and we got to let him know we're actually in here because I don't think he even knows. So, you know, we don't want to get hit in this house by the machine. So we got to be careful. We got to let him know we're in here. But look how crazy this is, what this looks like. And yeah, we got to get out of here. He's going to take it down, and here he is. We're going to go out the front door because he's actually out the back right here. So we're going to take a look at this and see if he's going to hit it. I think he's just seconds away from just putting his claw right through it. So this is the fun part. P, is he actually going to take it down right now? Okay, because we were just in the house. So this will give you an idea of what it looks like to actually take maybe the first couple hits right into this. So we're going to get him nice and close so he can reach it, and then he can actually take out these pieces. So here it goes. Well, so much for a deck. That's gone. Well, and just like that, we're in the deck removal business. In seconds, your deck is taken away from your house. Wow. Wow, I wish we could build a deck that fast. Imagine if we could build a deck that fast as he could rip it down. So we could definitely take a look at this. See, he's actually going to take out a 2-story house within about, just a few minutes. But let's take a look and see. Wow. He's actually going to take, wow. He's actually going to take the house right out right now and just rip the windows out of this place. So you can just see in seconds, you can just rip down the house. That is pretty crazy. And you can just see, just in no time, he's already eliminated the kitchen. How cool is that? Oh, well, it's a good thing we left inside there because that was about to get crazy. Well, let's take a look because right now he's actually shoving everything into the basement. What we'll do is actually take the whole house, hit it down and crush it into the basement, filling that hole and then getting it small enough where it could get loaded into a truck from there. So this is really cool, but this is just the first step of taking down a house. Again, just hitting the walls in and crushing it down and getting it set and pushed right into the basement. You can actually see the house can actually withstand this excavator hit. So really it could handle quite a bit. I mean, obviously now he's digging at it, but 1 or 2 hits of this thing may not actually destroy the house, but definitely now you can just scrape shingles right off this house. Look how crazy this is. This is one way to renovate your house. Just hit it down and start over. So that's pretty crazy. We're gonna back up. We're gonna back up just a little bit. We shouldn't be that close to this here, but this will give you an idea of actually what it looks like and how crazy that is. So just like that, he's into the kitchen and the kitchen is gone. Wow. So actually right now he's hitting the foundation, and that's why it sounds like brick and block. That foundation is very strong and will take a little extra work to actually get through. So that's what you see there. Well, that's the easy part. That's the wood. That's easy. So as soon as this all gets pushed down and pushed into the basement, what you're gonna see is actually all that compacted in there, and we're gonna have multiple trucks come here and just get loaded up, take it right to the dump. Everything will be eliminated and just thrown away. So you can see this. There will probably be a few hundred yards of debris by the time we're done, because we are gonna take out the foundation, the floor, the footers, all of that stuff. So everything's gonna come in and get taken out. So there's a lot more that you don't see that'll actually get removed here. And that's really what comes down to like the footers and the foundation. All that stuff is the perimeter of there, the garage floor, you know, different things and pipes underground. So all that will get tossed away, and it'll be at least a couple hundred yards, maybe more. Just depends on, you know, what it turns into and how well it packs into the truck. But basically he'll excavate all this, push it in the basement, push down as hard as he can to compact it, and then load it up into a truck. So this will give you an idea here. He's gonna work at that. Okay, so while they're taking a break here, while they're getting the other game plan together for hitting down the second floor here, I wanna take you over to this job site here, because right here is where they're actually digging a lot of the pipe that'll lead us to the catch basin. So that's where we're talking about hundreds of linear feet of pipe is actually gonna run in, and you can see that it's staked out here. So that's just a way to follow it here. A lot of this is driven by GPS though too. So this is the interesting part. So what we're showing you here is actually how they're running this pipe. You can actually see the pipe sticks all the way out over there. This will actually cover a lot of the drainage for water going to that catch basin, which the catch basin isn't built yet, but it will be soon. But like right here, we're talking about pushing hundreds of linear feet of pipe down from all the way just shy of the road, all the way down here. And you can see that cover too. I don't know if you could see that, but that cover there will be another place where water gathers, and then pipe, and then all the way down water will go. So it'll give you an idea here. And yeah, and definitely digging, I mean, hundreds of linear feet of pipe to be dropped here. And you can see the pipe actually on the ground that'll be going down into the ground. So at least this will give you a good documentation of like what's going on, how it's working. And you can actually see they're actually backfilling here with this stone here, which is that probably a 57 gravel. So all the way down the catch basin will put us on the other side of that excavator, and that'll actually maintain all this water over here and after all that gets dug out. So it's quite a project over here, but this is just the start of it, and we want to show you what this is. But you can see this excavator also digging out what we need to do as well. This site is approximately 10 acres, and so what we're looking at is, you know, the relative topography of this land and what it was. Like this was 10 feet down. Now it's almost level with everything right here. So you can see we're almost level with the main road here. So, and then you can see over in the background how we're gonna get back to them taking that house down here in a minute. So let's just take one last glance over here at them digging and laying pipe and putting this in, which is really cool to see. Them run approximately 500 linear feet of pipe, but of course they have to set the manhole covers first, and then they'll follow it up with a drain line. So there it is. He's gonna finish up digging all the way down there today, and then following that, we're actually gonna follow it up with the catch basin dig out. So that's next on the agenda too. So stay tuned for more. We're gonna get back over to the house demo right after this. So let's take a walk over there and get that done. I think we saw enough here. I think what people don't realize is how big of a project this really is. I mean, it's difficult to take 2 houses down and 10 acres of land, clear the land, level the land, and then do these next steps that actually need it to be, you know, the proper steps, I guess I should say, to actually doing a development. I mean, you could see there's actually shale all on the ground here. When we were digging, we found thousands of yards of shale. So all this had to be broken up and spread out everywhere to have a nice hard surface. So that's definitely something unexpected, and you kind of just go with it. So you see it, you got to do it. What we're doing right now is back to the demo. So let's get over here and get into this and see what this really is. So what we're going to do is walk around and kind of stay away from them spraying and hitting that down. What we're going to give you is like the 360 look, or most of the 360 anyway, all the way around this house, because they've already taken out the kitchen, part of the garage and everything over there. The fire department's already been here. They've cut through the house. They've really, you know, trained on how to pull people out of the house that, you know, maybe that house was burning one time, and they simulate that, you know, really trying to get people to, you know, or save people from there. So that's what they simulated here this morning when they were training. So gives you an idea of what the house looks like, and you can kind of see the excavator there in the background as it's coming down. We're gonna stay far away because of course we don't want to get hit, but this is approximately a 3,000 square foot house that'll be crushed into a basement and then crushed further and then hauled away out of here by semi and by dumpster. So we'll have approximately 300 yards of material when we're done. But oh man, you could just see they blew out the back of the house. I mean, that's so cool just to see how that goes and everything it entails to actually just take a house out. Look at this. And the porch is gone. So just like that, I mean, one scoop with the excavator can literally take a whole porch out and everything. Really, really neat how this excavator works. A lot of people don't see this kind of stuff behind the scenes. So this is why we want to share it, give you ideas, and kind of go from there. What he's doing right there is actually pushing this into the basement. So that's step 2. Hit it. First step, hit it down. Second step, crush it and push it into the basement, because we'll just keep compacting it down. Yeah, we will just keep working it. This whole house will be down in less than an hour. Of course, we're not going to film the whole thing, but I'm going to give you the best idea. In less than an hour, he'll have everything down, crushed into the hole, and ready to take out of that hole tomorrow, which will be, I mean, pretty impressive to take out a 3,000 square foot house in less than an hour. What we're hoping for is maybe we could grab a structural beam there, and with one claw could actually bring down the whole house, but you got to find the right spot. There's always that sweet spot in the house, you know, so I think he's working through it now, and maybe we'll catch him to do that, and you know, maybe we'll get a glimpse at actually seeing that happen. So this is the fun part. Again, this is 10 acres of land. We've moved over 40,000 yards of dirt so far. We've now demoed one house, which was right here. This spot right over here where you see this hole was a house there. Last week we took that down. You know, now this week we got to take this house down. There is going to be utilities and a roadway directly between these houses, so they both got to go. They cannot stay for this project. But you know what? We're going to have 54 brand new townhomes here starting to be built before the end of this year, which is going to be great. We're talking in the maybe 100-day window. So I want you to kind of get a feel of what this project entails, how long it takes. I mean, people don't know how long it really takes to take down a house. But I mean, I think in less than an hour, you could take down a house if you want. So how neat is that? I mean, it would probably take longer to burn the house, let alone take it down. So it'll give you an idea and kind of see what it entails, what it takes, how hard it is to take a house down, how many steps it takes. I mean, granted, this is kind of even cut. You can see the roof's cut, the windows are cut. Everything's been cut by the police department, blew the doors off. The fire department's cut the windows out. I mean, there's a lot back here that's happened to get this to here and even make it easier to demo this house. But at least you'll kind of get an idea here. What we're trying to do is actually see the house through the window here, so we're a little bit on the safer side. But I mean, he is in, you could see the claw in the house. So you can kind of see how crazy this is. Literally in minutes, this house is almost down. And you know, really, I mean, I say an hour to take this house down because he's got to shove it in the basement and then push it down and compact it. So that's the important part, because you don't want to waste space in your dumpsters. Dumpsters are expensive. And I think when you're paying $14 a yard you throw away, and you got to throw away 300 yards, but if you could crush it down into 200 yards, you don't waste all that space just being air in a dumpster, you could save a lot of money in taking a house down. But I mean, this will probably cost about maybe at least $5,000 just to throw away. So imagine it costs $300,000 to build this house, but it costs $5,000 to throw it away. Amazing to think about that. And a day's work and an excavator, imagine that. Getting rid of a house here in just a few minutes. Let's take a look around too. You can kind of see through the house again over here on what's left. I'm really hoping we could grab part of the house and just pull the whole thing down, but we're kind of just waiting for that. So I'm trying to get us a good angle here, try to see what you're thinking on like getting a whole view of what this looks like. Well, I guess you could see a little bit of water damage upstairs, but water damage at this point really doesn't matter because it's coming down. But it's interesting to say, hey, maybe the roof leaked right there or something at some point. You could see the paint flaking and everything, funny enough. But let's see what else he can get done here. Again, we're taking this a little slower, but you know, I'm hoping one of these hits right here, just take it down. Oh, and it is too strong. It is too strong to take down. Oh, there it goes. Oh, we almost had it. It was this close. Look at this. You can actually see the upper floor, you know, kind of coming down. And that's pretty cool. I mean, wait till he takes one more hit at it. You're gonna actually see, you're gonna see what it looks like. Here it is. Oh, this might be the hit. Here it is. Oh, there it goes. Second floor gone. Second floor is just eliminated. Wow. Can't believe how fast you could just rip this down. One more good hit like this, I mean, that whole part's definitely gonna be down. So, I mean, this is just really cool to see. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, because this is pretty neat. I don't know about you, but it's also fun to take stuff down and you know, have a new start there. So we're gonna get a couple of good angles of this. Again, we're just trying to stay safe and clear of the house, but I just want you to have as up close in person as possible and really see what this looks like. Oh, and there goes the upstairs window. So there it is. Hopefully, he's gonna work his way over here. Oh, and you could just see he's ripping apart the front of the house. I mean, I think this is pretty cool because this is the stuff you don't get to see every day. I mean, how many houses can you go to that are just getting annihilated with an excavator? Not many. And then pushed right into the basement. So he actually might be hitting some concrete and things between the footer, the porch, the patio, and different things there. So you may hear some of that, but definitely you're gonna see that here shortly. He's coming right around the back. The back of the house is gone. So that's what you're seeing there. Hopefully here in another second, you're actually gonna see more of the house go down. That's what we're really thinking of. You know, I want you to see this. While actually this is coming down, we could talk about too, like a few more steps that this actually takes, because there are other steps. I mean, we had 5 acres and 2 houses, and the other partners have 5 acres and no houses. So like getting to the negotiating table and talking about all this are more steps that even take to get down to this step. You know, you got to negotiate a contract, you got to find contractors, bid the job, do all the engineering, and man, we probably had over 100,000 just to investigate this project before we were even able to hit the house. So imagine spending $100,000 on a project that you don't even know is gonna go. So that's the hard part, but it's a risk and maybe a reward on the other end, but we gotta make sure we clean and clear and have no changes with this project. It has to go exactly how we printed it. When we combine the parcels to have 10 acres of this land, that's how we have worked, you know, hand in hand with the national builder that'll actually come in here and build houses every single month. They can put multiple houses out in 30 days, which is key. This is how we're gonna be successful when it comes down to this project. It's building these houses fast because lending is expensive, vacant land is expensive. Everything's gonna cost a lot of money to sit here and just be vacant. So as soon as we can take these houses down, clean it up, and then turn around and get houses built, the faster we could sell them, that's how we're gonna make money. So let's take a look into this, because I'm really hoping, as I'm talking about this, we could really see what happens here and how this house actually comes down. This is what I'm waiting for. If that chimney falls, that'll be the best part. That should be a main anchor point, since that's, you know, masonry. So I'm just waiting to see that. I think we're pretty close. The only thing left on this house so far is a front door. After, what, 15 minutes of excavating, there isn't any doors left but this one, and there is gonna be maybe no chimney as well. So let's take a look, see if we can actually take down this chimney. It's most important to take the grate off the chimney first. That's the important part. You know, you can kind of see as it crumbles, you know, in seconds, the house is coming down. So, wow. Not expected to see that, but that definitely is pretty cool to see. Let's see it. Oh. Oh yeah, there's Jurassic World. And Jurassic Park. Oh, and there goes the chimney. So the chimney is brick and block and pretty heavy itself, but it just fell into the basement. It's gone. I think they're laughing back there because the chimney hit perfectly into the basement, crushing more material, which is perfect. It's exactly what you need here. And again, you want to keep all the debris that way as it's getting sprayed and dropped. That front door is maybe keeping some of the dirt and dust in there too. So that's good. You can see the whole front of the house just wiggle because we're whacking that foundation. So this is pretty neat to see. Oh yeah, here it goes.
You want to go knock on the front door?
Well, that's a little close for comfort. You know, if anybody ever sees a solicitor at this door, that's a problem. If he's gonna try and sell you a new driveway or some new windows, that's probably not gonna be good. I don't want any new windows. I don't want Cox cable. I don't want new internet. I don't want anything. If you see that door like that, I would not go there. That's pretty cool. You can actually see things flying through there a little bit, and what we're gonna do is get out of the way a little bit because we wanna catch it on this side. Well, he's pushing the machine right through it. That'll give you an idea. So here we're looking at approximately 3,000 square foot house just getting destroyed in minutes. I mean, in less than an hour of work here, this house will be down, will be crushed, and will basically be pulverized into the pit where they're gonna pick it up in a few dumpsters and haul it out. So this is definitely very interesting to see. A lot of behind the scene things that, you know, most people don't get to see and experience. So we are trying to stay as far back as we can, but it's hot, and you know, we want to get an in-close picture of what this really looks like, as close as we possibly can, at least. This will give you an idea of exactly what this kind of looks like. I know it doesn't seem like we're that far away, but we're more than like this is where another house would go. So we're pretty far away from the scene, so I don't think it's terribly dangerous. What we want to do is give you that first glimpse look at what it really looks like from over here. So it gives you another angle, another idea on what it is, and see how it gets taken down from here. I'm hoping he grabs it from over there and just yanks the whole thing down. So let's see what he can do. Well, I guess we could see straight through the house now, so you get an idea there. There is no more living room, bathroom, or kitchen, just so you know. There's only a 2-bedroom suite left and a garage, which is not the best sales house here in the city of Parma. Oh, there goes the front of the house. Gone. Wow. The house vestibule, the front porch, the front door, everything gone. Gone. Just eliminated. Well, he's making quick work of this. You can definitely see in a few minutes the house is gone. So, wow. Well, I think at this point we need to drop in a comment and tell us more about what we can actually do here, or what you want to see a video on, or, you know, what did we miss, you know, or what questions do you have. So feel free, put a comment in here, tell us what you're thinking, what you want to see, what you want to do. We're doing lots of different projects all the time, but I mean, you're getting a taste of what we're doing. And you know what, I think I woke up today on a, you know, being Tuesday, not knowing we're going to demo this today, but I know it was on the radar. So I think being an entrepreneur, you just never know what you're up against each day, because we had the machine that wasn't supposed to be here till tomorrow, but they say, yeah, we delivered you the machine and here it is. So now we're running it. So I think in the entrepreneur spirit, it's very busy. It's very, at times unpredictable. I mean, it is predictable at some times, but you know, some things just constantly change. You got to be willing to adapt and work with your changes that are given to you almost on a daily basis. You know, whether that be staffing or equipment or job change or customers, all that stuff. So, you know, you don't you know, sweat the small things. Let's just keep focused and keep working on everything we need to do. I think that's the important part. You can't really give up. You can't let it get down when the schedule gets off. You got to just work with the flow and keep going. But here he's going to take down the last piece, maybe with any luck. Uh-oh, here it goes. Oh, I thought we were going to see the whole thing fall. Let's see. Let's look in. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. But this hit might be the final hit to actually put the house on the ground. And what we're going to see is this going to do it. Is this going to take it down? Oh, here it comes. Oh, and it's coming down. Wow. All exposed. There it is. And so what we're doing now is smashing this into the ground. So what we want to get is that everything as small as we can, because again, we want to pack it in there. Definitely, again, this would be another great time. Drop a comment in here. Ask us what you want to see and what maybe questions do you have further about this, and what maybe more we can help you with. So, I mean, I'm here to educate you on what we're doing and give you ideas about this, and you know, that's the important part. What are you going to learn from others so we can maybe even do things better or differently as we continue to grow and do new projects. So here it is. Well, and oh man, okay, there it is. There's the house. The house is gone. The house is gone, and that's it. Now it's going to get crushed down into the basement. We're going to definitely get to check it all out. And now you can see it's wide open. I mean, look, you can see beyond there now. So it's pretty crazy, all this stuff. And what is this? We're still under 30 minutes of actually hitting this with an excavator. You know, the house is gone. So pretty cool, very unique, very unexpected too. You probably didn't think you could get rid of a house in less than an hour. So this is really, you know, different to see and experience. So no, that brick is gonna fall right in. So you're gonna see, he's gonna try and pack the wood in there first and then hit the brick in there so there's extra weight on the wood, but all that will fall right in there. Now what's harder to get to is the footer that's down in there even further. That's the really hard and thick part of the house. That's the foundation. That's what's holding the whole house up. So, man, can you imagine just an hour ago, we had the fire department inside the house training. They were cutting the roof, they were cutting out the doors, they were cutting the floor, they were doing all kinds of stuff, just training and getting themselves ready for what could possibly be, you know, a demo of a house. So this is the really cool stuff to check out and see, and you know, just kind of get an idea of what this really looks like during training, after training.